And starting in January of next year, fracking will be regulated in the state of California. This is the first such law that has been highly disputed, and there's been many last-minute changes to the law, which even caused supporters to back out. Yakenda Mgehi takes a look at the fears and opportunities.
Oil companies are working feverishly to tap one of the largest known oil reserves in the U.S. as lawmakers scramble to regulate the use of a technology that, until now, has gone unregulated in California.
Fracking has just exploded in the last 10 years across the country, Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, and it's now happening here in California.
In other parts of the United States, for example, in Pennsylvania and West Virginia, fracking is really about looking for natural gas. Here in California, the debate about fracking is really one about the future of oil production in California.
Some companies forecast a financial windfall for the state because California is sitting on the Monterey Formation. The Monterey Formation, which stretches from Northern California all the way south, is unique in that it's a tough shale to crack. Imagine this is the surface of California. Deep below is a complex configuration of fractured, folded, and contorted rock caused by tectonic shifts which trap gas bubbles deep in collapsed rock. Fracking is a drilling technique where high-pressured water and chemicals are blasted deep into the earth, fracturing the twisted rock into tiny pieces, thus exposing those hidden pockets of oil and releasing them.
We have a huge oil field under Southern California called the Monterey Shale Formation, and it's thought to be among the biggest oil fields in the entire country.
It could rank among the world's largest oil reserves, a Saudi-scale amount of crude, an estimated 15.4 billion barrels of it, which, if tapped, could make California America's biggest oil producer. For years, fracking in California went on without regulation.
That's where all our problems started, right there.
Some residents and conservationists say there's a similar lack of oversight in other U.S. states.
We had the dubious distinction of the dirtiest air in the area, in the nation.
Polluting the air and contaminating the water supply.
The water that goes down the gas well has fracking fluids in it, and the constituents, as you know, are proprietary information. But we do know generally that many of those constituents are cancerous.
We dump all that produced wastewater back underground. All that toxic wastewater comes back up.
Claims that have no basis in fact, according to the oil and gas industries. Energy companies using hydraulic fracturing dismiss the complaints as eco-freak panic-mongering. But this all changed last month when California lawmakers passed the state's first laws to regulate fracking, landmark legislation considered to be some of the toughest in the country.
It'll create transparency. It'll create a public website in the state of California so the public can engage.
The new law, effective January 2014, also will require drillers to obtain permits, test groundwater, and notify landowners before fracking. Notably, the law also mandates that drillers must publicly disclose chemicals used in the process.
The law that just passed, I see as really a compromise law. The oil companies aren't happy with it because it requires the government agencies know what they're doing. This law also is not environmentally protective the way that a lot of environmental advocacy organizations would like it to be.
Which has critics asking whether potential damage to the environment could transform California's newest pot of gold into fool's gold. Yakenda Mgehi, CCTV, Los Angeles.